Hey, hey, hey.
How's it going?
Good. We're taping on Tuesday.
Like tomorrow
You're getting
is
like the
Wednesday.
most recent up-to-date information.
To the date, West Jacket girls volleyball just won.
Whoop, whoop,
I know
whoop.
that you were all concerned and
Parents got
questioning.
kicked out of the girls soccer game last night.
There's a lot going on in West Jago sporting athletic department, whatever it's called. But
Homecoming week is over.
thank goodness. Do you know I hate homecoming? I've decided.
I'm laughing. I mean, we came
I
off
love
of the
it.
fair.
Hold on. I have to be clear. I love it because I love that the kids get excited for it.
Yeah, it's very fun. They do. I will say the staff and the teachers go so
They do such a
over
great job. The whole
and above.
week is a fun week for them. There was the powderpuff game. There's assemblies.
Every day.
Every day there's something going on. And I love that
Parades.
they have fun. Guess how long my child stayed at the dance for? 1 hour and 4 minutes. That's how long she was there. And you know what she told me? Everyone just jumps there and it's weird. Okay.
I think Campbell had fun. I think she was there the whole time because they had to be there. The court had to be there.
Which is understandable. But I just felt like every kid like that works for us that was telling me the same thing. They're like, it's weird.
This is why Campbell loves the
it's
dance so much.
fun. Well, but so like Olivia has fun like with the getting ready part, the day of, the prep, the excitement of it. I think they just want a reason to dress up.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, so she was like,
The
meh.
parade was nice. I mean, there was just all kinds of fun
It was
things.
so fun. Yeah,
it was
we had
very lovely.
It was a fun week. It was great.
Glad that's over.
But it's over.
I mean, this week I'm like, what am I going to do? I have like so much catch up.
I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna work.
Yeah, I have so much catch up.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
So last week was opening weekend for the Patterson Fest, the Family Fun Fest, which was great. And now we're fully in season, and I'll be sleeping in November.
I mean, you should still sleep. There's no reason not to sleep. It's do you sleep well.
Okay, let's be clear. Fair enough. Fair enough. No, it was a good weekend. Like it was busy because of that, and then
That'd be a cute T-shirt. Fair enough
oh, that is cute.
for the fair.
Yeah,
It's enough.
fair enough.
Fair enough.
Enough.
Now we're in Farm Bureau annual meeting season.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
So, you have to
So
go to
Bill has all these Farm Bureau annual meetings
for like every county.
that he represents. And he's already spoken at a couple that he doesn't. I don't go to those, which I do enjoy going to them. I'm sure there's people listening, so I really do like them. It's great.
No, but it's just a lot. Like last weekend, I worked all weekend, and then but at the same time, like Sam had a golf tournament going on, Joey had a football game going on, Liv had the dance. Like it's just a lot of moving parts. That's what it is. It's
We're
like
definitely
every
in the
day-
busy season of life.
Yeah, every day is a lot of moving parts. So it's
Today, I said, oh my gosh, today's like one of those days. Like I didn't really have anything on the schedule. I didn't have to be anywhere today. But yeah, we had so much to do. So, you know, I love cleaning the sheets. Like they might not get washed again until November.
That's how I feel. We just did ours the other day, and I said the same thing.
But we're going to go home to no sheets on the bed. And we've talked about that before. That's terrible.
So last week, Tom called me from work to tell me that he washed all the sheets in the house. And
But you got mad at him
Why did I get mad at him, Kristen?
because he didn't put them back on.
Right. Like it's no big feat to do the laundry, right? He's like, I did all the laundry. Kristen, what is in that room right now? Can you go look? There's about 7 loads
But at least
of
he did
clean
something.
laundry. Yeah, but none of it is folded. None of it is put away. Anybody can press a button on a washing machine. Anybody.
Did he put the detergent in?
He did. But like,
Does it smell nice?
Yes.
Okay.
But now it's all wrinkled
You're a
because
step above.
it's all wrinkled because it's sitting in this basket.
Well, I think Bill's got a
Bill
hacking up a lung up there.
He's
What's
yelling at me because I'm complaining about Tom, so he's trying to defend Tom. He said, I can't possibly do the laundry and fold it while I'm trying to work. I beg to differ. I think you could. What if you tried? What if you pushed yourself? He's going to kill me. I might get divorced tonight.
He's going to kill you. And Tom does so much.
He does. And he knows that I'm appreciative. Like, honestly, the only thing I was mad about last week was genuinely that I came home and all the sheets had to go on the bed. And that is the worst job.
But we get to go do that tonight,
I
babe.
know.
We're going to have a hot night in the sheets.
He's so mad at me
And
right
and
now.
it's going to be
Look at
hot
him.
because our sheets are going to be hot because they're going to
There
be
are
coming out of the dryer.
There are multiple swear words going on about me up there. Like, it's bad.
I feel like, honestly, do you think he even listens to you anymore,
Well,
Dana?
he listened to that. Bill probably pointed it out.
Moving on. We're going to move on. So my mom came, speaking of laundry. Jane came. Hi, Jane. Thanks. You're a great mom. Jane came and my mom fell. She rolled her ankle at the football game on Friday
Do you know
night.
that when she did that, we knew exactly.
Yeah, because it is a little dangerous
It is a
spot.
rough little spot there.
So I feel so bad.
Is she feeling better?
I didn't ask her today.
Oh, good.
But I think so. But I think it still hurts. Like,
I don't
it's going
doubt
to
it.
hurt for a while. But she was folding the laundry and she was like making food and like, I don't know, doing all the things. Because Parker and I went to a wedding. So congratulations to Emma and Austin. We've talked about them before. I feel like actually we've talked about them on the last 3 podcasts. But it was so nice that I got to go to this wedding and I got to hang out with my friend Jen and Josie and Kathy and Scott and just watch. It was a very special ceremony. I haven't been to a wedding in a while.
Yeah.
And it was just so nice.
Yeah.
Like to know that 2 people love each other.
But isn't
and
it
their
funny
ceremony
that
was so meaningful.
We are now at a point where the weddings that we're going to
Are our kids, friends'
kids instead of our friends. Like we're at a different point in life right now. So
it was so cute. Like her cousin, the bride's cousin sang and her relatives were in the string quartet.
Oh, that's so nice.
It was just, that was in the church that her parents got married. Like it had a lot of thought put into it and it was very lovely. And Scott, I don't think Scott listens, but Kathy does, but he was so emotional.
Oh, that's
and it was
neat.
so hard to see like someone that you know be emotional over their daughter getting married because he's married off 2 daughters like since May.
So I'm just going to like side note this a little bit. Kristen.
Oh, I don't know what was wrong with me. There was something clearly wrong with me that day.
The least emotional human I know.
I'm
like,
really not.
Honestly, I can be like, oh, you're my best friend. She's like, yeah, I'll see you later. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. Like, yeah, it's great. It's a really like lovely, all the love.
You're warm
Kristen,
and fuzzy.
I'm not. I'm
fuzzier
just
than
saying.
you.
You're not. I'm fuzzier than you. But either way,
whatever.
Either way, Campbell's second grade
Mrs.
teacher.
Buzzkirk. Hello, Mrs. Buzzkirk. She might actually listen.
She may. She sent an absolutely beautiful letter to Campbell. And if you are a teacher, you should totally do this, by the way.
You should do this.
This is so cool. I would have to imagine that she does this to a good chunk of her students.
I'm sure she does this to every student because she's that kind of a teacher. But
so
we'll pretend she just did it for Campbell.
Right. But she wrote Campbell a letter. It's Campbell's senior year. And this woman was Campbell's second grade teacher. And so 10 years later, right?
So she said 10 years ago, I was writing you a letter welcoming you to my class.
And you know, this was not a generic letter. This was a personalized to Campbell letter. It referred to things that Kristen has posted on social, like 100% a personalized letter. I was so impressed with this. Kristen got a little teary-eyed.
I did. I read it and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so nice.
She got teary-eyed. She was so... I will not say you were so emotional, but like
I was like, if I would have kept reading
through.
it, like I would have cried. It was just so sweet and so nice. I mean, Campbell doesn't even go to that school anymore.
I thought she was dead on the inside, so this is great. I had no idea.
Feelings. I know. I do have feelings, but it was just so kind and thoughtful. And the fact that she probably does this, and there's probably like, 22 kids in her class.
That's a lot of work.
And guarantee she does it every year.
And
she probably does it for every. I'm going to ask her, but
if I would be curious to know genuinely. But what a cool thing! Like if you're a teacher at any level of like elementary school, you should do this.
Yeah, it was
for
so
sure.
nice.
This is so cool. If you're like a kindergarten teacher, that would be like the coolest. But like, I was super duper impressed with that.
Campbell really did have nice, great teachers. That cared.
I can honestly say, like, my kids are, obviously I still have Joey in elementary school, so we have one more year, but of Olivia and Sam and and they did not have all the same teachers, of every elementary teacher that they had through West Geauga schools, I can count maybe 2 that didn't like blow me out of the water.
Yeah.
And they were fine, to be clear. It was, I don't need to be quote blown out of the water, but like every other teacher genuinely did. Like, there was maybe 1 or 2 that were like, meh, they're okay. They were fine. We got through the year. But every other one was like, my kid walked out of there better because of that teacher.
Yeah.
And like, that is a really cool thing. Like, I was very impressed with it.
It is nice. And elementary teachers have it harder.
100%.
Not that you middle school and high school teachers don't have to work hard, but elementary teachers have a lot more work, a lot more prep, a lot more everything.
And like, these kids are developing personalities at that point. Not that they're not when they're older, but they really are at that age.
I was thinking back that when Campbell was in Mrs. Buskirk's class, and then Mrs. Buskirk had Mrs. Ross for a student teacher, and then Mrs. Ross became Mrs. Miller, and then Campbell had her too. That Hazel my
Your
little
Hazel.
niece, I was babysitting her a couple days a week. And I had her wrapped like in for I was like the class, one of the class parents,
Yeah.
of course, helps with all the parties. And we had good parties. And she was like literally in like a papoose, like one of those little, at the
Like you
time,
wore
I
her.
wore
Yeah.
her to the class.
And I used to do that. I used to watch my niece and nephew as well when they were little. And it's so funny now because, they're in 2nd and 4th grade now. And when Olivia was that age, like, yeah, they would come to all of the stuff with me. Like I don't know. It's so funny to see. Like, I'm so glad I had that opportunity to do that stuff, though. But
For sure. I loved it.
Very cool thing for if you are an
I
elementary
was making
teacher.
snack boards that looked like Christmas trees before snack boards were a thing.
Before Pinterest.
Right, before Pinterest. I remember like I would make this like rosemary cheese and meat tray when like moms would be bringing like store-bought cookies.
I remember when
they love
we
meat and
first
cheese
started
and
hanging
fruits.
out, you would make the kids like
Their lunch
after-school
snacks. Oh my
snack.
gosh, they were so
And
good.
my
I don't know how I had
kids-
time for that.
My kids would be like, "We're going to Kristen's after school."
I made like sushi
and there was
bowls.
there were like full-blown like snack boards, everything. But
how in the world did I have time
I don't
for
know.
that?
I don't know. But
I
you
don't-
did it. So speaking, what? Oh, speaking of, is he talking smack about us?
I don't even know.
I can't tell. Speaking of elementary school, though, I laughed to Tom the other day, and he said, you have to talk about this on the podcast. So Joey hates riding the bus, hates it with a passion. So I try every day to either drive him to school, pick him up from school, make a different arrangement, at least one way. Some days we can't do it, especially this time of year because we're busy. Some days he just has to ride the bus. Suck it up, buddy. But if I go in a little bit later to work, like I can drop him at 8:30 and then head straight to the market. Yeah. So it's doable on a lot of days. So yesterday I decided that I would take him to school and drop him off at school and then head to the market. So at 8:30 I pulled into the school and there are 3 drop-off lines. 3. It is backed up 3 lines back. And I called Tom afterwards, and this is all because like 2 parents need to like make out with their child before they get out of the car. Like, I'm like, just freaking say your goodbyes at home. Like, what are you doing? Like, there's no reason. And I said the pickup line or the drop off line has always been frustrating to me. But once I've realized now, once you have, I just dropped my phone. Once you have a driver, things like this bother you even more because I have gotten this slight taste of the good life. I've gotten this taste of my older kids having this independence that I don't have to drive them to school and I don't have to like do all these. This morning they woke me when they left, literally.
You don't get up with them?
Every morning I do, and I slept in on accident today.
That's happened to me once.
Literally, I felt like the worst mom this morning, but I laughed because I was like, they were so independent, like they totally did well. And I felt bad because like I didn't get breakfast together. I did nothing this morning, so I did have guilt because I always wake up before they leave, and I had to freaking sit in this drive line for like 15 minutes while other parents are kissing their kids and have a great day and da-da-da. And then the teachers are yelling at me because I'm not pulling up enough. It's ridiculous. And I realize that I'm much less patient for things like this now.
This is your 3rd child. You've been through
because he's
this.
the 3rd child.
You have to remember that some of these this is their first baby going to elementary
They don't need to make out
school.
with them in the line. Like, I just feel that
But
it's
this is across the board. No matter where you live, your pickup drop-off line
It's a bad
situation.
situation.
Is terrible.
It's a bad situation.
I remember that too. I'm like, get your kid out of the car. The worst was I remember
this
when your
should
kid
be a
was in the
slow roll. This
Yeah.
should not even be a complete
You don't
stop.
even have to complete stop.
This is a slow roll.
Open the door.
Open the door
out.
and get out. Like, there is zero reason to
Oh, I
even
forgot
put
my
the
lunch and my book bag in
Too
the
bad.
back seat.
Bye. Let's go. I'll throw it out as I drive away. Like, there is zero reason to even put the car in park, let alone completely stop. All right. This should be a slow roll and slightly get out of the car quickly. Like, I just don't understand how this is the way it is. And then the pickup line is even worse. Do you know that I can't pick Joey up at school because, this is actually funny. When Jack and Olivia were little, Bill used to make fun of me because
you would be sitting there. I was around for this.
Yes.
You would be at the school.
I would go.
The pickup line is terrible. There
It's
is no
awful.
sense to getting there early because you can get there.
So Bill used to speed
Yes.
in at like,
And he'd run 5 errands.
Jack might have been, I was sitting in line while Bill was out running errands, and Jack would be the last kid, but Bill was like, yeah, but I got 37 other things done with my day. I pulled right through, grabbed my kid, and left.
And Jack would still be smiling.
Bill, he's like, you were in line. Yes, he's making fun of me from
Yeah.
over there right now. But he
I
is
did
right.
not come from this pickup line nonsense. And that's not how it worked at our school.
That is awful. It's an awful
That
situation.
is an awful system, but I don't know what they're going to do.
I don't know either. And they set it up now. So there's like 5 lines. You have to get in the line, and then this line starts, and then this line starts. And so now I leave at 3:15. And if I leave at 3:15, I can usually get back by about 3:35, which I'm like, okay, that's 20 minutes. But understand that the school is 37 seconds from my house.
The school is super close.
Okay, so why is the 37-second school away from my house taking 20 minutes round trip? Like, this is ridiculous.
So I equate this for all of you livestock people waiting in line at Nolly.
I don't know what that means.
You're waiting in these different lines, and you're just waiting for your line to go, because when your line goes, you know you're in luck. But then all of a sudden your line stops and the next one goes.
So
this
basically,
is what the line
they're
is like.
running an elementary school like a sheep show.
They are a
This
bad
is
one.
ridiculous.
I always say the check-in process at Nolly now is terrible.
I just don't understand. And so it has made me appreciate having a driver even more so than before, because I don't know that I like Joey enough to continue to drive him.
Well,
to school.
you don't like him. Who do you like? You must like Olivia, because you forgot to pick Sam up.
I did forget to pick Sam up yesterday at school.
Poor Sam.
He called. He said, well, Olivia was going to drive him home, and she and Jack had a meeting for one of the boards that they're on at school.
Interact, but it wasn't even that long, so they probably could have got there before you.
It was a longer meeting. It did go longer. But so Olivia would normally Sam walks over from the middle school, and he waits for Olivia at her car. Well, she called earlier. She called at like 10 o'clock in the morning to say, Mom, I have an Interact meeting. Can you get Sam from school? Of course I can. No problem at all. I totally forgot. In my defense, I also did not realize that it was as late as it was in the day. The day,
it used to be Campbell was your backup.
Campbell was my backup. She's not there anymore. So now Jack's my secondary backup. But if Liv can't get him, Jack can't get him, because they're in the same things. So I have no one to get him. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll get him. Well, then he called at 2:30 and he was like, Mom, did Liv have something after school? From 207. He had been waiting there. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I flew out of there. I ran out of the market, drove to the school. This is a different school. So this one's like 10 minutes away. So I got there as fast as I could. I felt like the worst mom. And then, wait, did I even tell you this? Like a week ago, he's like, Mom, I'm about to be out of he's standing over me right now. He's like, Mom, I'm about to be out of contacts. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll order you contacts. I did not order the contacts. I forgot. So as of 2 days ago, I did finally order them, but they won't be here until tomorrow, which I did get shipping confirmation. They'll be here tomorrow. But he is on the last pair of contacts. So last night I made him re-wear day-old contacts because he refuses to wear his glasses. So you can wear your glasses. I haven't worn glasses.
But I remember
since
the
4th grade.
time that you took your glasses off. He looked so cute in them.
He is adorable.
But then we're like,
his
he
eyes
grew
would
up.
wander too. His eyes wander if he doesn't have contacts or glasses. Yeah. But
Campbell got glasses.
Yeah, she does, and she looks adorable.
She looks very cute in them. She looks very studious, but her voice right now sounds like she's a man.
I think it's a little sexy. I think she sounds
like my 17-year-old is not
like,
sexy.
She sounds like a phone sex operator.
Well, she could do that, but I'm like, it's so hard to listen to her.
But she's not really. I mean, she has like a little cold, but like it's really interesting that this has affected her voice so much.
It's like her mother. We always like.
You do.
I mean, when I lose my voice, I lose my voice.
And she'll be like, "I'm not sick."
Well, sometimes I'm not sick. I just lose my voice. Sometimes I am sick and I lose my voice.
We're sick. You're usually sick.
I'm not always though. I don't feel that bad.
Okay.
I don't feel bad when I get sick. Like even if I have to like blow my nose and I sound terrible.
Yeah.
I usually don't feel bad. Like there's been a couple times I've been so sick. That one time I don't even remember what it was, but I thought I was never gonna make it.
I think that you I don't know what that was.
I could not get out of bed.
Yeah, and you're never like. I think you had the actual flu. I do. I think
I don't know what that was.
But
that wasn't good.
No, we need no one to get sick right now, so we're good. Everything's fine. I got nothing. I don't know.
So I have to tell you a little more. So if you ever need an Airbnb in Greenville, Ohio,
this could happen to you.
First of all, Versailles, Ohio is the cutest. Silas is the name of the restaurant, but it's Hotel Versailles. That's a cute place to stay. But we stayed in the most adorable little Airbnb in Greenville, Ohio with our friends. It was totally like mid-century mod. Original windows, everything from the cookbook to the salt and pepper shakers to the tablecloths to the plants was mid-century mod. It was so cute.
She showed me pictures.
It was adorable. It was the cutest little house.
I wish, like, I would say we have friends of ours that they live in Dublin and they have an Airbnb, and she's a TikTok like queen. She's actually like a viral TikTok girl. And they have an Airbnb, and so she always does a couple TikToks, like when they're flipping it over or whatever. And it's so cute. And I'm like, I want an Airbnb. I don't know that I want one, but like I kind of want one.
Me too. I want
like,
one.
I don't know that I want the work that goes along with it, like the cleaning.
Well,
the
you don't
prepping.
have to do that. You can pay someone to do it.
Yeah, like she does it herself. Like, and so she's a teacher, so she does it a lot more on her own in the summertime, obviously. But like,
no, it's always been my dream to have one. I'd love to have one.
Cool.
It would be so cute. I could decorate it exactly how I wanted it. My restoration hardware catalog came today.
I saw
Did you see it?
I saw it sitting there. I almost went through it, and I was like, why? Why? So you can feel bad about yourself?
I told Bill, like, a lot of the things I don't like, but they're bits and pieces because it's a little too modern. Like, I could do without the naked statues and all that stuff.
That's not necessary.
But some of their furniture, I was just dreaming. I'm like, Bill, someday our house is going to look like this.
But do you think it will? I don't.
Well, I have good taste.
I'm not saying you don't.
It's going to look nice.
You'll be
Nicer
too
than
busy
it
to
does
decorate
now.
it.
That's true. I'm like, Jack had friends over for dinner for homecoming, and I was semi-mortified because I'm like, Bill, did anybody wipe the table off on the desk or the deck? Because you know how it gets like all that pollen on it, and I don't remember the last time I wiped it off.
So I do think that you and I are very similar in that, where that would like drive me nuts, and no one else would notice. Like
no,
the
but
kids
the kids
would not
ate
notice.
on it, and
I know,
it
but
had to be so gross.
But they wouldn't notice it.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, our house. And my mom did like make the kids put away their clothes and stuff that they folded because my mom did like catch up on a million things. And I'm like, our floors need mopped. Our bathroom was dirty.
To our house?
I know. I told my mom I need her to just come and stay for a while.
I asked Tom if we could get our cleaning. We used to have a cleaning lady.
Maria?
Yeah, her name was Maria. It still is. And I don't know why I said it like that. And when COVID hit, like, so she was my cleaning lady. So when I was pregnant with Sam, we're over on time, but I'm going to tell this anyways. When I was pregnant with Sam, for those of you who don't know, when I was 7 months pregnant with Sam, Olivia was almost 2 years old, and I broke my foot. I stood up off the couch, literally just rolled my ankle, heard a pop, like an audible pop. We knew it immediately. The bone was like sideways out of my foot. So we went to the ER. Sure enough, broken foot. I was completely laid up for the last 2 months of my pregnancy. I could do nothing, and I had a little 2-year-old at home. So my mother-in-law was so generous, and basically her cleaning lady,
Maria gifted you Maria.
She gifted me Maria, and Maria never left. I never got rid of her after that. Like, even after I was better, she continued to come, and she would do everything. I mean, she cleaned out my trash cans. She cleaned out my refrigerator. She changed our sheets for us, and she would come every other week.
Margie used to do for me.
Yeah, she was amazing.
Changing the sheets was maybe my favorite
Honestly,
part.
changing the sheets was the best part of it.
Because they got changed every 2 weeks.
Right.
Don't think I'm gross. I don't get them changed all the time.
And I am sorry. In the fall, I do not get my sheets changed every 2 weeks. And honestly, even in the winter, it's not always every 2 weeks.
But guess what tonight?
Well, tonight you're going to have fresh sheets.
Unless we sleep on no sheets.
Well, so I told Tom that I want Maria to come back for 8 weeks out of the year. And he is not accepting this.
So here's the hard thing. Like, you still have to pick up your house. And it's hard to pick up your house.
I know.
This time of year.
It is. Like, I feel, and I know I joke about Tom, but he really is like tremendously helpful this time of year. Like, he does do all that stuff. But that's just it. He does the pickup stuff, but he doesn't do the cleaning stuff. And that's where I need help.
My house always looks nice.
That's what I'm saying.
Minus that we have like weird things. We still
like,
have
I'm looking
trophies.
right there. Do you see the amount of dust on this shelf right here? Like, that's embarrassing. And it's probably going to look like that for at least another 3 weeks before I have time to get to it. It's embarrassing. Okay. Tom doesn't see that dust.
That's okay. Men don't notice some things. So,
whatever.
Friends, we've run out of time.
My house is still dirty.
We didn't even get to talk about it, but Parker went to Farm Science Review and he got his picture taken with Vivek Ramaswamy.
Yeah, which is pretty neat.
It was kind of fun. The kids, Parker lived his best life today. It was a great day. Until next time, friends, we're Mismatched.